Welcome back. So in this very video, we will be talking about the next 5 questions. That is question number 56 to question number 60, second chapter NCERT back exercise, that is structure of atom. So let us now move into question number 56 and let's see what is the statement and what we need to find out. Okay. So the question number 56 here is, calculate the wavelength for emission transition if it starts from the orbit having radius equal to 1.3225 nanometer and ends at the radius 211.6 picometer. Okay, so it is a question of emission spectrum. Okay, so we have been given that the electron is jumping from a higher energy level to the lower energy level. The radius of the lower energy level is 211.6 picometer and higher energy level is 1.3225 nanometer. Okay, so I will take this as R2, this as R1. Because when we say that the electron is jumping from the higher energy level to the lower energy level, we give this, the higher energy level we give the N2 value and the lower energy level we give the N1 value. So I'm taking it as this, that R2 is equal to this one and R1 is equal to this one. Now let us read the question. Name the series to which this transition belongs and the region of the spectrum. Name the series to which this transition belongs and the region of the spectrum. Okay, so to tell to which series it is belonging, we need to know what is N1 value. We need to know the value of N1 because for Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, Pfund and Brackett series, if the electron is coming back to the first energy level, then we will say it is Lyman series. If it is second energy level, then we say that it is Balmer series, but we have not been given the value of neither N1 nor N2. Okay, let's see how we can just solve it. So the value for Rn, that is the radius of nth energy level according to Bohr, it is equal to 0.529 n square angstrom upon Z. Z is the atomic number. Now in this very question, we have not been given which atom or ion we are talking about, whether it is hydrogen atom or it is He positive ion or Li2 positive ion, because this formula, it is applicable to hydrogen and hydrogen-like ions. So we have not been given that also. So let's see how we can calculate. Okay, so first of all, I will be converting all these into the same units. So I will write 1.3225 into 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter. Here I can write into 10 raised to the power minus 12 meter. So here also I will be converting this angstrom into meter. So I can write Rn equal to 0.529 n square into 10 raised to the power minus 10 upon Z. Okay. So let's see how we can calculate. So R2 upon R1. It will be equal to 1.3225 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter upon 211.6 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 12 meter. So it will be equal to 0.529 n square into 10 raised to the power. So here it will be n2 square into 10 raised to the power minus 10 upon Z multiplied by Z upon 0.529 n1 square into 10 raised to the power minus 10. So we will be left with n2 square upon n1 square to be equal to 1.3225 into 10 raised to the power minus 9 meter upon 211.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 12 meter. So it will be equal to, so this will come out to be equal to 1.3225 divided by 211.6, it is equal to 0.00625 into 10 raised to the power 3. So it will become 10 raised to the power 3. So it is equal to 6.25. So n1 square, n2 square upon n1 square is this. So n2 upon n1 will be equal to root of this. So root of this will be root of 6.25. It is coming out to be equal to 2.5. So n2 upon n1, it is equal to 2.5. Okay, now we do not have the value for n1, we do not have the value for n2. So here we just can arbitrarily choose some value. Okay. So if you see, you can try different values. So the simplest value, if we want to get n2 upon n1 equal to 2.5, it is 5 upon 2. Okay, that is the electron is jumping from the fifth energy level to the second energy level. Okay, so n2 equal to 5, n1 equal to 2. Now, when the electron jumps from any higher energy level to the second energy level, the series is the Balmer series. So this means we needed to tell the name of the series. So name of the series is the Balmer series. Next is, what is the next part of this question? We need to tell the region of the spectrum in which it will fall. So if you see different series, the Balmer series, it falls in the visible region. So I can just tell this directly because I know that it falls in the visible region. But if we do not know how to, if we do not remember that it is in the visible region, or if we need to tell the wavelength of this very transition so that we can tell what will be the region, then we need to use the Rydberg formula. So according to Rydberg formula, 1 upon lambda is equal to 109677 multiplied by 1 upon n1 square minus 1 upon n2 square per centimeter. So you just can put the values here. 109677 into n1 is 2. So 2 square is 4 minus n2 is 5. So it is 25 per centimeter. Or I can just write multiplied by 100, 25 minus 4 per centimeter, 109677 into 21 upon 100. It will be equal to, now this will come out to be equal to 109677 multiplied by 0.21 equal to, it is 23032.17 per centimeter. Now we need lambda. This is 1 upon lambda. We have got the value for 1 upon lambda. Now we need lambda. So this is 1 upon lambda. Lambda will be equal to 1 upon 23032 in 0.17 per centimeter. So it will become in centimeters. So 1 divided by 2302.17. So it is coming out to be equal to 0.0000434 centimeter. So it is the wavelength. So I can just write 4.342 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm shifting 5 points towards the right. So the power will be subtracted. That is negative power will be there. But this is in centimeter. Okay. Now you just can convert it into nanometers. So this can be written as equal to 4.342 into 10 raised to the power minus 5 centimeter multiplied by 100 centimeter 1 meter. So I have already told you in the previous videos how you can just convert these units. Okay. So if you don't remember, go back to those videos. So here we will get 4.342 into 10 raised to the power minus 5 into 10 raised to the power minus 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 9. So it will be equal to, not minus 9, plus 9. So it will be equal to 4.342 into 10 raised to the power 2, or I'm just writing it on the upper side. You can see here on the upper side of the screen. So lambda will be equal to 434.2. Now it is nanometer. Now when the lambda is in the range of 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer, or we write it actually in 700 nanometer to 400 nanometer, then it is in the visible region. So this lambda is falling in the visible region. So this transition, it will fall in the visible region. So it is in the Balmer series. All right. Now let us move into next question. This question was quite long. Okay. The question number 57. The statement of this question is also seeming to be quite long. Let's see what is there. Dual behavior of matter proposed by de Broglie led to the discovery of electron microscope, often used for the highly magnified images of biological molecules and other type of material. So there is no question, no value in this statement. So it has just been told that what was the use of de Broglie wavelength. So how the electron microscope was discovered. Okay. If the velocity of electron in this microscope is, 1.6 into 10 raised to the power 6 meter per second, calculate de Broglie wavelength associated with the electron. So the question is very simple, only the statement is long. We need to find out the wavelength which will be associated with this very electron. So you just can directly use the de Broglie formula or relationship. So it is lambda equal to h upon mv. So it is 6.63 into 10 raised to the power minus 34 joule second upon mass of the electron is 9.11 into 10 raised to the power minus 31 kg. Now here joule is kg meter square per second square. Okay, so this kg will get cancelled. Velocity is 1.6 into 10 raised to the power 6 meter per second. So here why I'm telling you that joule is having kg, because we cannot use the mass in grams here. We need to have all the same units. Okay. So it is equal to 6.63 divided by 9.11 divided by 1.6. So it is coming out to be equal to 0.455 into 10 raised to the power. So it is minus 34 plus 31 minus 6. So 10 raised to the power minus 9. So it will be in meter. So this is the de Broglie wavelength which is associated with this very electron for which velocity has been given. Now you just can convert this into scientific notation and also convert it into nanometers. Okay, so this is your homework. Just calculate it and write in the comment section below what value you are getting. All right. Let us now move into question number 58. Let's see what is the statement for question number 58. Similar to electron diffraction, neutron diffraction microscope is also used for the determination of structure of molecules. Okay, neutron diffraction microscope, just like electron diffraction microscope, it is also used in the determination of structure of molecules. Okay, if the wavelength used here is 800 picometer, calculate the characteristic velocity associated with the neutron. We need to find out the velocity associated with the neutron. Now here again, we will be using this de Broglie relationship. Okay, so for neutron, we will be using de Broglie relationship. Because de Broglie relationship is not only for electron, it is for all the microscopic particles. Okay, so here we need to calculate. So h upon m lambda. So h is 6.63 into 10 raised to the power minus 34 joule second upon mass. Here we need the mass of the neutron. Do not make the mistake of putting the mass of electron here, because we have the habit of writing the mass of electron again and again. Okay, so you just need to write the mass of neutron here. It is 1.672 into 10 raised to the power minus 27 kg. Okay, the value of lambda we have been given 800 into 10 raised to the power picometer. It is minus 12 meter. So it will be equal to, you just can keep calculating. Okay, I will take lesser time than you because I'm using my calculator. 672 divided by 800. Okay, so it is coming out to be equal to 0.00496 into 10 raised to the power. So it is minus 34 plus 27 plus 12 raised to the power 5. Okay, so this is the velocity, or we can say 4.96 into 10 raised to the power 2 meter per second. So this will be the velocity associated with the neutron. Okay, let us now move into the next question. Question number 59. Question number 59, let's see what is the statement for it. If the velocity of electron in Bohr's first orbit is 2.19 into 10 raised to the power 6. Question 59, velocity of electron has been given 2.19 into 10 raised to the power 6 meter per second. Calculate the de Broglie wavelength associated with it. Similar question, again we will be using the same formula. Do it yourself and come back to see the answer. Okay. Upon mass of the electron we need, yes, 9.11 into 10 raised to the power minus 31 kg into velocity 2.19 into 10 raised to the power 6 meter per second. So it will be equal to 6.63 divided by 9.11 divided by 2.19. It is coming out to be equal to 0.3323 into 10 raised to the power minus 34 plus 31 minus 6 minus 9 meter. So this will be the velocity. Convert it into scientific notation and nanometer. Okay, so do this homework. This will, you need to practice. Okay, I have given you many times how to make these kind of conversions. Now let us move into the question number 60. Question number 60. If the position, no, it is 60 is the velocity associated with a proton moving in a potential difference of 1000 volt. Okay, the potential difference has been given 1000 volt, and the velocity of the proton is 4.37 into 10 raised to the power 5 meter per second. If the hockey ball of mass 0.1 kg, hockey ball is there, mass of hockey ball is 0.1 kg, is moving with this velocity, that is with the same velocity as that of proton, calculate the wavelength associated with this velocity. We need to just find out the wavelength associated with this hockey ball. That is all we need to do. This 1000 volt, this has been given just to confuse you. Okay, so we just need to find out lambda. Lambda is equal to h upon mv. So it is 6.63 into 10 raised to the power minus 34 joule second upon mass is 0.1 kg multiplied by velocity, which is 4.37 into 10 raised to the power 5 meter per second. So it will be equal to 6.63 divided by 4.37. So it is coming out to be equal to 15.17 into 10 raised to the power minus, it will become minus 34 minus 5 minus 39 meter, or we can say scientific notation 1.517 into 10 raised to the power minus, the decimal has been moved to the left hand side, power will get added, so it will be minus 38 meters. So this will be the answer. All right, so we are done with 5 questions for this video, And in the next very video, I will be taking up the next, how many questions? All the 7 questions, because now we are left only with 7 questions. So I will be covering all the 7 in the next video. And see you there. Keep practicing a lot. Keep noting down your doubts. You can write in the comment section below so that I can make more videos for you. And if you want to learn directly from me in my online classes, then you can just see the description and contact me. All right.